Hi, this is Swati, and in today's video, we will see some important exam style questions of chapter Understanding Quadrilaterals Class 8. In my previous video, I've already explained you the complete introduction on this chapter, including polygons, types of quadrilaterals, its properties, each and everything. Go check that video. Once you are done with that video, only then see this video, and I am sure that you will be able to do all the questions on your own. Now let's get started. First one. In the given figure, the bisectors of angle A and angle B meet at a point P. So here the bisectors of angle A and angle P, which means that this angle and this angle are equal. Similarly, this angle is equal to this angle. Bisectors means it is dividing those particular angle into two equal halves. If angle C is 100, angle D is 50, find APB. So let us find this. Let us take it as X. Now, since we know it's a quadrilateral, we can write A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 360 angle sum property ASP. Now, A and B we do not know, plus C is 100, D is 50 is equal to 360. So from this we get A plus B is equal to 360 plus 150 becomes minus 150. So we get A plus B is equal to 210 degrees. Now, but we need to find X. Now let me take this 1 and this 2, angle 1, angle 2. Now if I consider this triangle, APB, I can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus X is equal to 180 degrees. Again ASP. Now to find X, I need to find angle 1 and 2, right? So X is equal to 180 minus angle 1 plus angle 2. So what are angle 1 and 2? Now here, can I divide both the sides by 2? I can divide both the sides. I can do same quantities on both the sides. Now half of angle A can be written as angle 1 because this and this are equal. Similarly, half of angle B can be written as angle 2 because this angle and this angle are equal, they are bisectors. Now, and 210 divided by 2 is equal to 105 degrees. So here we get 180 minus 105 degrees, which is equal to 75 degrees. Now, moving to the next one. The four angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 3 is to 5 is to 7 is to 9. Find the angles. Now, since we are given the ratios, first angle will be equal to 3x, second angle will be equal to 5x, third angle will be equal to 7x, and the fourth one is equal to 9x. Since it's a quadrilateral, I can write first angle plus second angle plus third angle plus fourth angle is equal to 360 degrees. So when I add this, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 9 is 17, and 17 plus 7 is 24x is equal to 360 degrees. So x will be equal to 360 by 24, which is equal to 15 degrees. So x is 15 degrees. Now to find these angles, my first angle is going to be 3 into x, 3 into 15, which is equal to 45 degrees. Second is 5 into 15, which is equal to 75. Third is 7 into 15, which is equal to 105 degrees. And last is 9 into 15, which is equal to 135 degrees. So when I add all of this, I am going to get 360 degrees. Simple. Next one. Find the measure of x in the given figure. Now, this x, here you can see all these angles. It's a pentagon, right? So all are exterior angles that are given to me. So if this is 90, I can take this as 90. Correct? This will also be 90 degrees. These are all exterior angles. As we know, sum of all exterior angles sum of all exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees. We have already discussed in the previous video. So what are the angles? 60 degrees plus 90 degrees plus x plus 70 plus 90 is equal to 360 degrees. So x plus, here we get 90 plus, 90 plus 90 plus 60 plus 70, which will be 310 degrees, is equal to 360. So x is equal to 360 minus 310, which is equal to 50 degrees. Easy. Moving on, in a trapezium ABCD, the bisectors of angle A and angle D meet at O. Again, the bisectors, you need to understand, bisector is basically dividing the particular angles into two equal halves. So angle A bisector, this angle will be equal to this angle. So if this is 30, this will automatically be 30. And angle D, this angle is equal to this angle. So if this is 35, this is going to be 35. You need to find angle B and angle C. Now, how do we do that? Angle B and angle C. Now, from this I can write that angle A is equal to 60 degrees and angle D is equal to 35 degrees. Plus 35, sorry, 35 is 1. So 35 plus 35, which is equal to 70 degrees. So we have two angles. Now, how do we find angle B and angle C? Now, since it is a trapezium, what are the properties for trapezium? That we have one pair of parallel side. This is parallel to this. AD is parallel to BC in a trapezium. Now, if I consider its properties, I can write that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees due to co-interior angles. Because since they are parallel, AB is a transversal, A and B are co-interior angles. So 60 plus angle B is equal to 180. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 60, which is equal to 120 degrees. Similarly, we can find angle C. Again, D and C are what? 180 degrees, because the same reason, co-interior angles. They both are forming co-interior angles. So 70 plus angle C is equal to 180. So angle C is 180 minus 70, which is equal to 110 degrees. It is very easy. So to do these questions, you should be knowing the properties for easy answers. Next one. Find the remaining angles in a given parallelogram. Firstly, what are the properties of parallelogram? Opposite sides are parallel and equal. Also, opposite angles are equal. So from this I can write y is equal to 100, because angle D and angle B are equal. Opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. Now, as we know that AD is parallel to BC and AB is a transversal. So I can write that Z plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. So from this, Z is 180 minus 100, and which will be equal to 80 degrees. Yes. Now we are left with x. As we know, angle A and angle C are equal, because again opposite angles of a parallelogram are always equal. So angle A is Z is equal to x. So if Z is 80, x will also be 80 degrees. It's very easy. It is only applying the properties and you will be there. Next one. ABCD is a rhombus. If angle ACB is 40 degrees, find AD. You need to find this. Okay. So ABCD is a rhombus. What are the properties of rhombus? We know that all sides are equal. And what are the diagonal properties of a rhombus? That diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. So these are all 90 degrees, right? These are all 90 degrees. So just in case I consider triangle BOC, I have two angles, I can find the third one. So 40 degrees plus this angle we just knew that it is 90 plus angle CBO is equal to 180 degrees ASP. So angle CBO is equal to 180 minus 130. 90 plus 40 is 130. Plus 130 transfer minus 130, which will give you 50 degrees. Now this is 50. So we also know that rhombus is a parallelogram. It also looks, and we also know that rhombus is a parallelogram with opposite sides parallel to each other. Now here if we see AD parallel to BC and BD is a transversal, I can write that angle ADB is equal to angle CBO. Why? This angle is equal to this angle because here we can clearly see that it is forming a Z. See, it is forming a Z. So Z is the shortcut for which angle? Alternate angles which are always equal. So if angle ADB will be equal to CBO is 50, so angle ADB will also be 50 degrees. I hope this is clear. So it is only properties. Please go and see the video. I'm sure you will be able to remember all the properties very easily. Moving on, find the remaining angles of the following quadrilateral. So what does this quadrilateral look like? Here we can clearly see that the adjacent sides are equal. PS equal to SR and PQ equal to QR. So basically this is a kite, right? This is a kite. Now what are the properties of kite? I can clearly know that angle P and angle R are equal. So if R is 110, P will also be 110 degrees. Why? Because as I told you, in kite the non-vertex angles are always equal to each other. So that is why they are equal. Now, since it's a quadrilateral, sum of all the angles in a kite is equal to 360 degrees by angle sum property. So, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S is equal to 360. So, angle S will be equal to 360 minus 110 plus 110 is 220 plus 60 will be equal to 280. So 360 minus 280 will be equal to 80 degrees. So P is 110 and S is 80 degrees. I hope this is clear. Now last question. Find the length of the path ABC DAC. You need to find this path. Very easy. Given that ABCD is a kite, okay. With AC 5, let me draw this. AC is 5, BC is 10 and AD is 2 centimeter. Since it is a kite, we know that adjacent sides are equal. So if this is 10, this is also 10. If this is 2, this will also be equal to 2. Now to find the path, it becomes very easy. Now AB is how much? AB is 10 plus BC is again 10 plus CD is 2 plus DA is 2 plus AC, which is equal to 5. So 10 plus 10, 20, 22, 24, 29 is the length of the part, 29 centimeter. I hope this is clear. So these are some important questions of this chapter. To know more and to know more such content, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you in the next video.